Hello there, this is a GCSE explainer about the newly emerging economy in Nigeria. The exam board expects you to understand about rapid economic development, which certainly Nigeria's got, leading to significant social, so that's to do with people, environmental and cultural change. And Nigeria's a fascinating country, so you've got an oil facility here, which will feature quite largely in the unit on Bonny Island. You've got Zuma Rock, so there's some fantastic physical geography in Nigeria. You know, that's pretty amazing. And you've got the mega city of Lagos. So Nigeria, it's the biggest country in certainly on the coast of West Africa. It's sandwiched between Cameroon, Benin, Togo, Ghana, and then in the north you've got Burkina Faso, Niger, and Chad. Just sort of you can situate yourself. It's just north of the equator, but south of 15 degrees north, so it is a tropical country. The zero line there, that's the Greenwich Meridian running through London, so it's not too far to the east of London. Okay, it is a former colony of the United Kingdom. As I said, it's in West Africa. It's growing rapidly as a country, both economically and in terms of population. We'll come back to that. There's many people around the world think Nigeria could be Africa's global superpower if it can overcome the problems that limit its development. And it's one of the mint economies, and that's a group of economies including Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria, which we're studying, and Turkey. And those are a group of countries that have been identified as going to be the biggest growth economies on planet Earth after the BRIC economies. It's already got the continent's biggest economy. It's got a massive military budget, and it is active in West Africa. So you can see that there. In terms of its physical geography, it's got quite varied physical geography, basically from south to north. So the coastal areas around the River Niger's delta, okay, so this area down here, that's a tropical monsoon climate. Then a little bit further north, it's a little bit drier, so you've got tropical savanna, but still very hot. Then you've got arid steppe, okay, so semi-desert, and then you've got desert right up in the north. So the further north you go in Nigeria, the drier and drier it gets. Actually, if I just go back there, you can see that in the vegetation. You know, much darker vegetation in tropical forests towards the south, and the vegetation basically disappears as we head north through those climate zones, and you can see that on those climate graphs. Okay, you know, bit of a peak in rainfall there, but look how much lower that is than the monsoonal rainfall down here in the south. By 2040, it is predicted that Nigeria will be the fourth most populous country in the world after India, China, and the United States. And predictions are that the population will grow from around 170 million people now to 320 million by 2040. GDP is predicted to grow massively as well, up into the trillions of dollars by 2040. And Nigeria is rich in oil. That makes 75% of government money. But the most rapid economic growth is found in other sectors, and we'll come back to that next time. Nigeria is making increasing amounts of money from manufacturing and services. But that doesn't mean that Nigeria is not without its problems. So it has a quarter of all Africa's extreme poor people, and more than 100 women die every day from complications during pregnancy and childbirth. And also in Nigeria, over 2,000 children under 5 die every day from preventable diseases, and 8.5 million children in Nigeria do not go to school, and that's the most of any country in the world. So rapid economic development, but not a perfect social situation by any means. And you can see there the gross national income rising on that graph there from 1990 across to 2018. And Nigeria has gone from a lower middle income country to an upper middle income country. Okay, you can see that there. So economically, you can see there it has got a bigger economy than South Africa. It has got a rising upper middle income gross national income. It is growing. The economy is growing rapidly compared to the other two countries, but it has got a huge number of people below the poverty line. It trades a lot with India, Brazil, and then a lot of European countries. The European Union is one of its big trade partners. You can see there the population growth in Nigeria. Okay, so that sort of backs up the point about it growing. So socially there, It's got a large land area, not quite as big as South Africa, but much bigger than the United Kingdom. Population about 180 million, and its population growth rate's massive, 2.45%. That's a lot bigger than the UK's, but a very low life expectancy. A low number of doctors per thousand population, and poor sanitation access as well. Okay, so lots of social issues. You can see there it has got a stage 2 population pyramid, high birth rates down the bottom, life expectancy not fantastic. And then it has got lots of political links as well. So it is still a Commonwealth country, but it's moved on from that. It's made trade partners. We said there, the European Union, the United States, India, Brazil, and China. It's also a member of the Economic Community of West African States, an active member. It's part of the African Union, which is rather like the European Union. And it's also a major player in international affairs, so it contributes lots of soldiers to the United Nations peacekeeping missions, and it did have a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council in 2014-15. So you can see those things there. And it has got lots of people available for military service, so it is rather active in political terms. Hope that was informative for you.